Hi guys, welcome back. I got a great video for you. This is a little bit different than what I would normally do, but I'm going to go over some of my own mistakes, some things that really hurt my game for a long period of time that I felt like I've improved on. I've gotten a lot better results. So believe it or not, I wasn't always a good ball striker. From when I grew up, I took lessons, started playing about 12 years old, and I didn't really start to hit the ball really solid and consistently basically until I started teaching golf. Even when I played in college and on the mini tours, I wasn't quite hitting the ball flush and solid with good compression on the golf ball. I was always missing a little bit. And I think that's really what led me into instruction, is that I was a poor ball striker. I had to really work hard to feel like I could get it done. Some days it would be good and some days it would be bad, but I felt like I was constantly searching for my own swing and then losing my swing. Here's three things that really hurt me when I was doing this. So number one, I was trying to look for kind of a perfect type swing, but I was just focusing on little tiny pieces. So let's imagine I was working on my backswing and I wanted to get my arm, perfectly the right height. So if I was going this way, maybe I was working on the plane of my arm. Is it perfectly exactly where I wanted? But when I was doing that, I was forgetting about the big pieces of the swing. I was forgetting about the rest of the swing. So yeah, maybe my arm was in a, quote unquote better position. It looked better on camera. But when I went to hit the ball, it wasn't very good because maybe I just completely turned off the rest of my swing and, lunged at the ball or flipped the club or whatever it would be. I wasn't trying to fit the whole thing in together and focus on the big pieces. So that's why I got and developed, when I did the top speed golf system, it's really just based on, the system is based on what worked for me and what's worked for the people that I've taught and what I see working for PGA Tour players and good professional golfers. So focus on the big pieces. That's why we pick the big moves that all good golfers are doing. So let me give you an example of one of these. So the first one would be the power turn. So as I'm going back, I'm getting a good full shoulder turn. PGA Tour players are getting about 110 to 118 degrees, somewhere in that ballpark of shoulder rotation as they go into the top of the backswing. Not everybody has to get that much, but I know it's going to be a big problem if I'm only going to here in my backswing with my shoulders. I'm not really getting a big turn. So I want you to try that out, put it to the test. I want you to go ahead and make a swing in your living room right now, and I don't want your shoulders to turn more than 45 degrees. So you feel like you stop right here and then swing on through as fast as you can. You'll feel like it's all arms, like you don't have any speed or any power. Now go ahead and really load up those shoulders. Get a good full turn all the way back, and then as you're coming all the way on through, get a good full turn. And you're gonna feel immediately that you can get a lot more speed. You have more momentum with your body. So it's not focusing on, oh, my turn has to be exactly this much, but it's more of the overall idea of what we're trying to do, and then pairing that up with other big overall ideas. So that where I would go wrong in the past was I would try to, okay, my arm has to be perfectly this one spot. If it's not there, it's wrong. It's got to be in this one particular spot, and then I may just completely flip the club and hit it poorly. So it's getting away from perfection and focusing on big key ideas. And that actually helped my swing to look a lot better, believe it or not. So not only did it feel better, I got better results, but it looked better too. So that's focus on the big 5 keys that we go over in the top speed golf system. Number 2 was feeling like I had my swing to find or to lose. What I always visualized when I was playing before is that on my good days, I would hit the ball pretty daggone good and I would shoot in the 60s. And I'd be like, okay, I just need to find that and recreate that in my own game. I need to try to figure out what I did that day and then try to do that every other day. And when I'm playing bad, I'm kind of losing that swing. That's really not what it is. What it is we all have flaws in our swing. We all have big motion flaws, big pieces of the swing that are incorrect. When we time those up well and we're coming down to contact well, we're gonna have good days. So no matter how bad your swing is or how good your swing is, you're gonna have some really good days where you feel like you're hitting the ball really well. And then on other days when your timing is off, some of those flaws start to show up a little bit more and you have really bad days. So the key shouldn't be ever, I chased my own swing for years and years and years trying to find what I felt like I lost. Forget about that. That doesn't really make any difference. What you need to work on is trying to find the ball flight. Paying attention to the ball flight. If I'm slicing the ball that day, I need to work on drills to learn to draw the ball. If I'm hitting it high, I need to work on drills to hit it low. I need to really work on all the different shot shapes, and we go over that in our top speed golf system also. We call that the Dead Solid series. I have about an hour-long video where I work through these, where we're talking about contact. So instead of chasing your swing, chase the fundamentals. Focus on the big pieces, and then work on ball flight, and constantly try to improve that. So on my days now when I play well is way better than what I was chasing years ago. If I would have kept chasing that, I never would have got to the level I'm at now. And that was all from learning how to read ball flight, adjust your ball flight, and then focusing just on the big pieces of the swing. Now lastly, this is a big one for me too, is I used to always think that I try to do the same thing over and over and over again. Well, I've read a lot of motor learning research, a lot of scientific research that shows that you need to vary it up. You're actually going to learn faster if you vary things. So what I try to do, basically from the time I was 12 years old until the time I was 26, is to try to hit the exact same thing. I wanted to hit a nice high draw. I heard all the pros hit draws. I figured, hey, I want to be a pro. I want to do the same thing. And I heard that they hit it high, so every single swing, big high draw. Well, the problem is, if that wasn't working that day, I had no idea how to fix it. I hit a couple bad shots, start blocking them to the right. Well, now I'm chasing my ball all day and I got no idea how to adjust. So what I did, instead of trying to hit the same swing every time, you want to work variability training. I'll give you one quick study that talks about how people improve really fast. So they had kids take bean bags and toss them into a bucket, and it was just about 4 feet away. One group tossed them into the bucket 4 foot away over and over and over again. The other group tossed it in the bucket from 2 feet away and from 6 feet away. They never even got tossed from 4 feet. Well, at the end of the study, they had everybody toss from 4 feet, and the ones that tossed from 2 feet and 6 feet, they actually never practiced 4 feet, could toss it from 4 feet better, because what they're learning there is to control their speed. Same thing's happening in the golf swing. I'm learning to control the height of my golf ball. I got a challenge for you today. I want you to go out and hit 10 golf balls as high as you can hit them, 10 golf balls as low as you can hit them, and then find the middle. We're going to start out with that. And as you start to work on that variability, not only height, but direction, fade and slice, or fade and draw, you'll start to be able to control your right and left and high and low, and then you're going to be able to consistently hit one type of shot the way that you want to, and as soon as it gets a little bit off, you'll immediately know how to fix that. So for example, if I go out there that day, let's imagine I'm trying to play that nice high draw again, and the ball keeps on fading too far to the left. Well, I know how to adjust that because I've practiced, and I'll be able to, within a couple of swings, to get right back on track. Okay, so I got 3 things that I want you to work on. Remember these 3 things. Number 1, you want to practice variability. We don't want to try to hit the same shot every time, because when it goes off track, we'll never have a way to fix it. We want to practice all types of shot shaping, all types of variability. Number 2, don't try to chase what you've lost. Don't worry about your old swing. Continually focus on improving your fundamentals day in and day out, and improving your ball striking day in and day out, just like we go in the system, and develop a new swing every time that's going to be better than what you ever had in the past. And then 3, don't try to be perfect. We're trying to get the big pieces of the swing, the most important pieces. If you get those right, you're going to play really well. So let's put those together. I want you guys to go out there, practice hard, and you're going to have a lot of fun. All right guys, I'll see y'all soon. All right guys, hope y'all really enjoyed this video, but I got a great bonus for you. If we want to be really good at golf, we want to have tons of speed, have a lot of fun, really start cranking that ball, we got to have a lot of lag and then release that lag to get tons of speed. I've got my #1 lag video. I'm going to play a preview of that here in a second. If you want to click the link that pops up on your screen, if you're on a computer, if you're on a tablet, a mobile device, you're going to need to click the iCard. You'll get instant access to that full video, plus you're going to get 5 videos from my Top Speed Golf system. Good luck to you guys. Good luck with that lag. Go out there, crush the ball, have some fun. I'll see you in the lag video. Hi guys, and welcome back. I'm Clay Ballard, and in today's video we're going to talk about one of the absolute worst drills for creating lag. It's a very common drill that I see. And in this drill, what we're going to do is we're going to set the wrist very early to create an angle of lag, and then we're going to try to hold this throughout the swing. It's one of the worst things that you can do to build lag. I'm going to talk about the science behind why this is the case, and I'm also going to give you a great drill to help you improve your lag, all in this video. Let's go ahead and get started. If I do it this way versus holding that position, exact same thing happens when we're building the lag in the golf swing. So what we want to do is throughout the swing, I want to have a very low and wide takeaway. So I'm not going to set my wrist early at all. If you look at a lot of the top players, you look at Adam Scott, very wide takeaway, not very much wrist set at all. You look at Rory McIlroy, look at Tiger Woods. All these players are using a wide takeaway and not getting very much wrist set, so that later in the swing, as we start down, we can increase this wrist set, and we're really only going to max out this angle of lag for a split second in the downswing. Okay, so a 3-step drill here. Now, as we get started with this, I want to remind you that the fulcrum in this golf club for getting a massive amount of lag is right at the end of the golf club. This is where I want my hinge point to be.